Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this monthly update of our eToro portfolio. Today, we're going to talk about how our portfolio has done in November. It's almost the end of 2023, so almost the end of this fabulous year for a stockholder. I will quickly review our strategy, well, how we've done this year, and see and talk about future results. Let's try. I have made some slides. This is me. My name is Christophe No, and I've been on eToro since 2022. And I've been investing for 6 years now, averaging a performance of 26% per year. Hopefully, it will continue in the future if we stick to the plan. And I strongly believe in our strategy. Our goal is to outperform the S&P 500 in the long term, and with the 26% performance annually, so far it's been a great journey. Let's start with the explanation of our strategy. We've not bought anything and not sold anything in the month of November. Our goal is to not make many transactions, but to buy and hold. Rest in peace, Charlie Munger, who said this beautiful quote: "The big money is not in the buying and in the selling, but in the waiting." He believed in investing in a few stocks, great businesses, and you just have to hold them for the long term. He passed away recently, and for sure I will attend the next birthday event to honor my hero. Our business are very strong, simple, and cheap. So far, they are doing pretty good. I have 13 businesses, and even though our biggest position, oxy position, oil position, is basically flat, the rest of our holdings are leading the portfolio in a nice direction, I would say. I don't do any short, leverage, or crypto. And I said this about our portfolio and all the other companies, except oil companies, that are leading our portfolio, because our performance has been quite good for this year, almost 30% for 2023. It was a really nice rebound in November, coming from a weak October, and it was to be expected, and the pessimism was everywhere in October. So that's part of the market, uh, going from a pessimistic view to some euphoria. Now everybody thinks the market will go up forever. So it's a change of mindset, and it will happen again and again. So if we look at our monthly performance, we've gained 8% in November, which is great, compared to S&P 500 gaining 9%. So this is great in an absolute term, but so far we've just kept up with the market. Our yearly return is about 30%. And if you compare it to 20% for the S&P 500, we just have a 10% delta. So good news for us. It's been a good year. You don't know what can happen in December, but so far so good. And our objective of keeping up with the 26% annually has been reached in this month of November. So I'm very happy with the decent results we've had so far. About the overall markets, nothing has changed a lot. There is still some AI tech stocks hype. Inflation is being it has been decreasing recently and averaging 3-4% in the US. In Europe, that's a different animal. It's much more diversified. But the main point is that inflation is going down, especially commodities, even though you have some discrepancies here and then with the commodities. Nobody knows if these prices of commodities will be sustainably low. My opinion is that it will rebound slowly. To which point, I don't know. There is still some geopolitical issues that may affect commodity prices and some tensions in many parts of the world. And with all the situation, US markets have been resilient, European markets have been resilient. So people are starting to think about interest rate cuts that will boost the economy. The Fed is expected to cut rates early 2024, and we will see. I'm curious to see what this will cause to the financial markets. In terms of valuation, US are quite expensive, but if all the AI hype generates high profits, they are not extremely expensive. They are rather expensive, but nothing crazy. So in that sense, I feel comfortable holding US stocks. China is becoming cheaper and cheaper. We are about 10% of our portfolio is investing in China, basically. So if China does well, we will benefit from it. But if China collapses and the economy is getting weaker and weaker, it's okay because it's only 10% of our portfolio. Always the Magnificent Seven, they are still holding this market and delivering big, huge returns, very profitable businesses. That means that in terms of concentration of the US indexes, the Magnificent Seven play a huge role. If you're bullish on the S&P 500, you are bullish, you're falsely bullish on the Magnificent Seven. So these can be a risk, but also an opportunity if they deliver on their promises. We will see in 2024 if this trend continues. But the interest rate still holding at 5%, so nothing has changed in this theme. And in terms of our growth in numbers, we've increased the number of copiers on eToro from 30 copiers to 42 copiers. In terms of follower, almost double. Oh, it doubled from 209 to 430. In terms of AUC, asset under copy on eToro, as we've had a good month and also more copiers, this AUC has increased to 67 dollars, thousands of dollars, sorry. And also in terms of YouTube subscribers, we've posted a lot of videos on our YouTube channel that led to an increase of 300 more subscribers. So good news on every front. Everything has been going up and to the right. Very good month in terms of numbers, and I hope it will continue for the rest of the year. In terms of YouTube videos, I've been posting quite a lot recently about some Warren Buffett videos, Charlie Munger videos, Peter Lynch videos, big investors, and I plan to do more face cam videos in the future. I think when I reach about 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, I will change the strategy. I will not post Warren Buffett content anymore, and we'll talk about businesses, we'll talk about companies, and if you want me to talk about certain stock or event, I can cover these events. That's a lot of fun. I love making videos, and so far it's been a great experience. I made a website a few months ago. If you haven't seen it, it's in my eToro bio, and I describe my strategy with more sentences that I can on my eToro bio. So you have some graphs, you have some book recommendations. So in order to be very clear with you, I just described everything that I do here. And our focus in the future is absolutely to preserve capital, because the biggest risk I see with investing in the stock market is the permanent loss of capital. So in terms of portfolio and the companies I invest in, I just don't want to lose 100% of what I invested. Even for China, they are now so cheap that you can't lose 50%. in a permanent way. I try to minimize this risk by investing in wonderful businesses with strong balance sheet. They can't go bankrupt because most of them have little debt, a lot of cash, and that's how you avoid bankruptcy and permanent loss of capital. My goal is to invest wisely with strong companies for the long term, and alongside I will create YouTube content. And my goal after a few months, a few years, is to become the first popular investor in France. I remain optimistic about this goal. I hope the best for next years, and we will see how it plays out. That's a lot of fun for me to invest on eToro. I like the platform a lot, and that's it for this month. I don't have any questions as I'm not recording it live today. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the slides. Just I wanted to share that I've been in Abu Dhabi last year for the eToro Summit. They invited us popular investors to attend the summit, and I loved it. I vlogged all the week, so I will do a video about it. I'm just starting to edit the video and will release the video on YouTube on this YouTube channel about the vlog, how it went, 4 days of conference with the other eToro popular investors, with eToro staff. That was really great, and I hope to see them next year. And that's it for today. I hope you liked it and it was very clear. I see you next month for the December update. Bye bye.